Okay. It's Jill. Hi guys. I'm a little nervous, and I don't know why because I haven't been nervous up to this point. Maybe because this is the first time I talked to you guys about this ever, and I got some big changes to tell you about, and I just ask that you stick with me and listen to it. I'm actually using a new webcam on my computer, so I'm hoping it goes well. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. So this is a little new setup for me. But anyway, yes, that is my Christmas tree. It's mirrored image. That is, I can't do it. That is my Christmas tree still up on January 12th. It's just so pretty. We got a live tree this year, and it actually smells really good still. It's still really green, so I'm just having trouble keeping it down yet. So it might stay up another week or so until all the needles start falling off. Anyway, I'm not seeing comments. I'm not seeing who's on here. So if you're here, say hi. But I'm on here to give you guys an announcement and let you know what's happening in the world for the Adorn Boutique. So most of you that are here have either been on my team, so you guys already are aware of all the changes going on. But some of you are here because you've been interested in Amelia James and a career with Amelia James, having a boutique, selling clothes, and things like that. So this might come as a surprise to you, but I actually gave my resignation to Amelia James last Wednesday. And I'm going to tell you why here in a second. But first of all, what I want to say is that this is nothing bad towards Amelia James. I think Amelia James is a wonderful company. I think if you are exploring the possibility of owning a boutique, that is a route you should definitely research. If you have questions, still come and ask me because I want to help you guys. The whole reason I started this group was because when I was researching starting my own boutique, I had no idea where to start. I had no information. And so I would like to still do that for you guys. So if you have questions about Amelia James that I can still answer, now things going from here forward, I might not know as much up to date information, of course, because I'm no longer a rep with Amelia James. With that being said, I am still keeping Adorn Boutique. Okay, so Amelia James just will not be a part of my boutique. So you're saying, well, why, Jill? You said you were sticking with them, and I said yes to that. I did say I was going to stick with Amelia James for 1 year and try it out, and we are on the year mark. And this is what's happened. Over Christmas break, I took a couple weeks off to spend time with my kids and my family, which I hope you guys did as well. But this is what happened. I went back and I have and I actually don't have it here with me, of course. But I have a notebook that, as I started my journey with my boutique, I was writing in it my goals, my vision, my dreams, where I see Adorn Boutique going in 5 years. And when I started with Amelia James, they were a wholesale company. Okay, Amelia James was a place where I could go and I could buy items wholesale. I didn't have to have a minimum that I purchased. If some of you have researched having a boutique, most wholesale vendors give you a minimum that you have to purchase. So if you buy a shirt, you have to get it in pre-packs. So a pre-pack is actually like too small, too medium, too large. So you get 6 shirts in that pre-pack. Then they say on top of that that you have to buy so much with your pre-pack. So I can maybe get a shirt in a pre-pack, but maybe the minimum for that wholesale vendor was that I would have to spend $300 minimum in order to even get what I wanted. I couldn't just go on and buy one shirt in one pre-pack. That's how most wholesale vendors work. So I was so excited when Amelia James came on the scene because there were no minimums. If there was something you wanted, you could get it. You didn't have to buy 6 of something if you didn't want to. If I wanted to buy a small, a 2XL, and then a large, I could do that. If I just wanted to buy one large, I could do that. So this is a great thing about Amelia James, and that's why I joined them. So Jill, why are you leaving Amelia James? So as I looked at my vision, as I looked at, I'm not seeing comments, so if there's comments, I'm sorry. Maybe it's a good thing right now there's no comments. Anyway, my vision was to open a boutique and really clothe women and girls with comfortable clothing that was affordable, stylish, not like old lady looking, some of those clothes. Um, And I really dreamed of being able to create and have my own line of clothing. That was my goal for like 5 years down the road, is that I would have a shirt, and inside the shirt there would be a tag, and that tag would say Adorn Boutique. And then there would be other things going along with that. I have my own hang tags in the cardstock, the hang tags that they have in shirts. And that I would be designing graphic tees, which one of the first things I did was design a graphic tee that said Precious and God's Sight. Um, and I loved it. It was wonderful. I love creating. So Amelia James became a multi-level marketing company. They changed their structure. I want to say June it was official. And so with that, there came up policies and procedures that we had to sign that was updated from the original contract that we signed with Amelia James. So because I came on at the beginning of Amelia James, there have been a lot of changes, and a lot of those changes have been very, very good. Don't get me wrong. Very good changes, very good things happening in Amelia James in just 1 year. Actually, February 1st will be their 1 year anniversary of their first launch, official launch. So it's been a year since I found out about Amelia James and decided to go with them. I was just waiting for it to get some money raised to buy my kit. So it switched over to an MLM community, which I decided when that happened I would stick around because they did say it was going to be different than any other MLM out there. Multi-level marketing company, which is direct sales, like a 31, Mary Kay, Lularoe, that kind of thing. And it was great. It went well. However, the further you get into a multi-level marketing company, the more that there are guidelines that you have to follow. They're with the Direct Selling Association, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe they will be if they're not already. But there's certain rules that they have to follow. And to protect their brand, they put some policies into place to protect them because they don't want boutique owners getting on there and selling Amelia James and then passing off other clothing as Amelia James that might not be good quality, that might have, things on them that they don't represent. And so that's good. They need to do that. Where that has left me is as we got further and further into this transition and finally at Christmas break, I started realizing that I was losing or I was moving away from my original vision of Adorn Boutique. And so I have decided to step away from Amelia James and detour back to my original path that I was on. So if you're still thinking about Amelia James, I want to tell you the good things about Amelia James. And so then you can continue making your decision and thinking through this, okay? They are an MLM, which means going into it, you will know that you will have a community of women who will help you out. You would be on a team where you have a team leader who will help you out. They have a compensation plan that will be launching in this first quarter is what their goal is to launch that. So if you want to build a team, you can, and you can earn rewards for that. They already do have some exclusive prints. They're working on an exclusive lines for spring. So there will be things that you should not see anywhere else as far as patterns and styles. That is a good thing. Amelia James is almost like, I think of it as a curated collection. So if you don't want to go out to all these bazillion wholesale sites and try to figure out what I want to buy, what I want to sell in my boutique, trust me, I've been there. That was the very first thing I was looking at. That's why I was so excited with Amelia James, because I was just overwhelmed with the options, didn't know where to even begin and who were good wholesalers. So Amelia James has this curated collection that they put out in front of you and say, here, this is what we have available. It's not overwhelming. They have tops, they have dresses, bottoms, hopefully more bottoms coming, a lot of skirts, a lot of maxi dresses, some leggings, some athletic wear. So you're not overwhelmed, and there are things that you know that will look nice, that aren't going to be crazy prints. They do have some graphic stuff. So they do have a curated collection. So if you are short on time, if you work another full-time job and you just don't have the time to put into totally create a boutique on your own from the ground up, Amelia James would be a perfect fit for you because they're taking a lot of the work out that you would have to do as a boutique owner, and then you are buying the product from them and then selling it in your own boutique. You can still have your same name, your own name. You just have to tag that it's Amelia James Clothing. But you can name your boutique whatever you'd like. So that's a good thing too. product is. So Amelia James is going to be doing that for their consultants, for their reps, and it's supposed to be free. Okay, I pay $29 for my website through Shopify right now. A free, you figure that 30, round up to 30 times 12 months a year. I'm paying $360 a year for my online website to sell my clothing. Now, you might not have that money to spend. So Amelia James will be offering a replicated website, and in the past they've said it's going to be free. And so, I mean, that's $360 in expenses you don't have right there. It will populate with your stock that you have. People can run their transactions through that site. And then the nice thing too is that they will take care of your sales tax for you. They will collect that for you. If any of you have any idea about sales tax, retail sales tax, it can be a beast and it is so confusing. So they will be collecting that through that replicated site. So you don't even have to worry about that or remit it. They will remit it to all the different states. So there are some really, really good things going on in the Amelia James. They have some great leadership. Ariana is wonderful. She wants to do the best for her reps that she can. They brought Don Jonas on, who is doing an amazing job with sales. They have turnaround kit times. When you order your kit, when I started, it was an 8-week wait to get my kit. But now it is a 48-hour turnaround time from the time you order your kit. So you need to be going really fast. So Jill, why are you leaving if there are all these great things going on with Amelia James? Why are you leaving, or why are you quitting? And I want to say something about the word quit. I am not quitting, okay? I am not quitting my boutique. I am not quitting anything. I am readjusting to follow my original purpose and my plan, okay? So there's nothing about quitting in there. I'm not walking away. I'm not going to be carrying clothes. I am honing in on what I really wanted to do with my boutique in the beginning, that with Amelia James, switching over to an MLM and then being part of that process and seeing what that meant over the last few months. I've really researched, I've really thought about it. I've really looked into what that means. And what that means for me is that Amelia James isn't the best fit for me right now, because I have a creative spirit. I want to create. I want to create t-shirts. I eventually want to create my own clothes. I want to create all this stuff. However, if I were with an MLM, there are the policies, and I am very much a rule follower. So when I have policies put on me, I will follow them to a T, because I want to be loyal. I want to be honorable. And by sticking with Amelia James, but yet having this drive to create, I feel like I would be breaking their policies and procedures, and I don't want that on me. I don't want that on Amelia James. I don't want them to see me and be like, oh wow, she's really breaking our policies and procedures that she agreed to. And in good conscience, I just need to not be with Amelia James so that I have that freedom to create with my boutique, whatever it may be. I'm looking at, here's the other thing. My kids homeschooled, and so I had a 3rd grader at home and a preschooler who would go to preschool 2 hours, 3 hours a day when I joined Amelia James. So you can imagine from 8 to noon, I was doing school with my daughter at home, 3rd grade school, while my son was at preschool. Hopefully we would be done by the time he came home at noon from preschool. But then from noon on, I had kids at home because they were not in a traditional school. I did not have much time. And my husband is a pastor, and so if any of you know about ministry life, it just is super duper busy. There's a lot. We would have summer camp, we would have youth retreats, we would have weekend retreats, marriage retreats, we'd have Wednesday night stuff, Sunday morning, all kinds of things. And so Amelia James was perfect at that time too, because I didn't have a lot of time on my hands. I had to squeeze things in here and there in order to get my boutique up and running. So I didn't have to go chase down wholesalers. I didn't have to do a lot of things that I am doing now. So the difference now is that my kids went to school. My son is in kindergarten now. My daughter now is in 4th grade, and they're in traditional school from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So all of a sudden, this time has opened up in my life. I'm in this new season of my kids being in school where I just have these creative juices flowing, and I am just really dreaming and really wanting to go where my mind's taking me, where God's taken me on the path of this boutique. And now seeing all this time that I have to create now, still homeschooling, I would be sticking with Amelia James, period. That's the way it would be, because I do still think Amelia James is a great company. I think it's a great fit for a lot of people, especially those who have full-time jobs, who have young kids at home that don't have a lot of time in a quiet house like I do now for hours a day. So there are a lot of reasons why it's just the right time to move on. And so, wisdom is knowing when to do the right thing at the right time. And so this was not a decision I took very lightly. I prayed about it for 2 weeks solid. I thought about it a lot. Actually, I've been thinking through it since about November, because by that time I really had some idea of the changes that were happening, what was going to go on. And then I actually had been into a routine with my kids being in school for a couple months at that point. So actually since November, I started really thinking about that. And then those 2 weeks over Christmas break, I really sat down, looked at my vision, my mission for Adorn Boutique in the very beginning, and then compared that to where I was at now and where I would continue going if I was with Amelia James. And then I looked at my life around me and what do I really have time for? And I have this time opens up that I feel like it's now or never. If I don't chase this dream, I'm not going to do it. So with that being said, if you are still interested in Amelia James, go for it. I'm telling you, go for it. You won't be disappointed, I don't think, because you're going in knowing it's an MLM. It's like when I came in, I'm not disappointed. I'm sorry, that's the wrong thing. I'm not disappointed with Amelia James. Businesses change, companies change. They have to when they grow. It's just a part of the whole process. Adorn Boutique is changing. It's changed now from where it was at when I started it in April, and it's going to continue to change. And that just happens. That's a whole part of it. And if I expected something to stay the same forever, then I would be living in a dream world and I would be awfully disappointed all the time. So with that being said, Amelia James, I believe, is a wonderful fit for many, many, many ladies out there, maybe you included. And but for me right now in my season of life, this new season of life I've entered, where I have time during the day, where I have these dreams, I've got to chase those and see what God's going to do with those. And honestly, I've just got to be obedient to what God's asked me to do. So that's what I'm doing. That was my announcement. Only took me 17 minutes to talk through it, but I hope you guys understand. I hope you guys are excited for me, and at the same time, I hope you guys are excited still about Amelia James, because look, I'm even wearing an Amelia James shirt. I'm not going to stop wearing Amelia James. I'm not going to stop buying Amelia James, because I do love their stuff. They have amazingly cute stuff. It's just that my boutique is going a different way, and potentially we're going to be turning into a market, not just a boutique. So I hope you stick around, follow my journey. I will probably shut this group down in just a week or two, because I want to give you guys a chance to ask questions if you still have them about Amelia James that I can answer. And then if you need information on who would be a good sponsor for you in Amelia James, let me know, and I can give you some names that I think would be wonderful as a team leader or sponsor and help you get off to a great start. And then I would ask you, I have changed my VIP group to Adorn VIPs. So if you go there and like and follow, you can keep up with Adorn Boutique. I mean, we're not just going to stop at clothes. We're going to be hand-making items for your home. My husband's a carpenter. Maybe I shouldn't tell you everything that we're going to do, but just a lot of creation going to be going on here. Making things with our hands, selling things here in the United States, and providing some things that I think you guys will be really excited about. That doesn't mean that you can't still love Amelia James. You can, because I do. So with that being said, if you have questions or comments below, put them below. I'll leave this group up for another week or two so that we can continue conversing and answering questions for you. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you guys just really make the decision that's best for you and your family. And if that's Amelia James, that's wonderful. Congratulations. And if it's going on your own, congratulations on that too. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Hi, it's Jill. I have some exciting news for you guys today, and I cannot wait to come on. I just was so excited to talk to you and let you know some amazing stuff that's been happening with Amelia James. And we had our rep retreat at the end of September, so we're just a little over a month past rep retreat, which was amazing in San Diego, California. But at the rep retreat, they had talked about some goals that they had set for the company and for those of us who are